Land reform types. Pre-independence. The farmers did not have ownership of the lands in which they used during the British Raj. The landlords of those lands were jagirdars, zamindars, etc. Many issues were confronted in front of the government and it became a challenge in front of independent India. The land reforms in post-independent India had various components. Abolition of intermediaries. The first step taken by the Indian government under land reforms post-independence was passing the Zamindari Abolition Act. The abolition of the zamindari system was done that removed the layer of intermediaries who used to stand between the state and the cultivators. In many areas, superior rights were taken away from the zamindars and weakened their economic and political power. Regulation of rent. This was in direct response to the unimaginably high rents which were charged by intermediaries during British rule, which resulted in a never-ending cycle of poverty and misery for tenants. Indian government implemented these regulations to protect farmers and laborers from exploitation by placing a maximum limit on the rent that could be charged for land. Tenancy Reform. The Tenancy Reform led to the introduction of regulation of rent, providing security tenure, and conferring ownership to the tenants. Legislations were passed in all states of the country to grant tenants with permanent ownership of lands and protection from unlawful evictions on expiry of the lease. Ceilings on landholdings. This reform referred to the legal stipulation of maximum size after which no farm household or farmer can hold any land. By the year 1961-62 the government of all states passed the Land Ceiling Acts, and in order to bring uniformity across states, a totally new ceiling policy was evolved in 1971. This law was enacted to prevent the concentration of land ownership in a few hands. It placed an optimum limit on the total measure of land which an individual or a family can hold. Along with fixation of land ceilings, this rule enables the government to take ownership of the additional or extra amount of land, which in turn is given to minor tillers or farmers with no land. Consolidation on land holdings. The term consolidation referred to the redistribution or reorganization of the fragmented lands into one single plot.